Greetings everyone, and Grade here for another Age of Mythology Replay. Spawn on the right side is the blue Odin. We got FabianSkane? Skyen? How do you pronounce the A with the O with the little circle on top? I have no idea. Spawn on the left side is the red Freyr. We got Enejereek. I'll probably butcher that name as well. Unlike the other replays I usually cast, which are usually the live games lobby, in this case, this one was actually uploaded to a Discord channel, so I'm deciding to do a bit of uploaded replays. Which probably more likely guarantee me for some higher quality replays. For relaxing the map, got Archimedes Leisure, gaining -1 population for siege weapons, which could be quite nice for the battering rams, maybe a ballista. Hermes Wing Spandals makes your heroes 5% fast, which I think is actually better for Odin. Odin tends to have faster heroes, right? Pandora's Box, I recommend you should open up. Makes your myth units 15% cheaper. And up north, we do have Demeter's Throne, which makes your drop-off locations cheaper, which for Ox cards, that's actually not super useful. But at least makes your house cost 50% less as well, so that's always going to be quite handy. We do have this temple in a heretical angle. The gods shall be unpleased with this angle. Summons, of course, the 2 free ravens. I just realized it actually spawns exactly the same location. And of course got the weird issue where the pop-up bar does go to the spot. You have age up being selected. Got the Freyr. His opponent, of course, can go for a couple different initial gods. Of course, in Freyr gives access to Valkyrie damage speed, Cavalry damage speed and hit points, and of course, hero hit points. Or of course, here Draugrs gives increased damage, max range for Draugrs, the longhouse speed, and enables short burst speed after idle. And the Ring of Oath, make your Asgardian Bastion's favor cost reduced, and the faster research speed. Of course, since it's not the live games lobby, pulling up these extra menus does pause the game, so I have to remember that. With a live game, I could just simply pull up a menu saying, hey, this person has this research while the game is ongoing, but in this case, I can't do so much. Got Uller being researched, will give him access to Asgardian Bastion and the Draugrs. Freyr has been researched as well, gives the not so great forest firepower. Though in a situation like this, where there's some buildings nearby, could be quite nice. Go and slow down as well, since we do have the Valkyrie advancing. We got Thord the Belcher. He must drink a little bit too much. We do have the Watchtower upgrade immediately being researched, which will help him defend himself against the Valkyrie. The Valkyrie is, of course, quite resilient, having 375 hit points, 55% rage resist, Ox Cart moving his butt, and we do have the Forest Fire. The Hersier needs to stop carrying the relic and start pursuing the Valkyrie. Does not have any less combat capability while carrying a relic. Raiding Cavalry not being salvaged, we do have the Watchtower still being researched. And we've got the temple actually over here, and a bit of walls there as well, securing the flanks. There is a bit of traversable land there. And he also is mainly going for Crenellation research. Usually I don't see that research queued up. It is relatively cheap, 75.75. Myth units cost more than that. And, oh, we do have also Infinite Q Raiding Cavalry, so this replay that was uploaded may be also a bit of a custom game, since that's usually not enabled. We do now have the Asgardian Hill Fort being established. We got these Raiding Cavalry advancing. Good number of Hersiers on the field. I wonder who had the faster hero relic. Hersiers are nice, but they're also a little bit overrated in my opinion when it comes to combat. They're pretty much meant for favorite generation as well as being decent combat units, but they're not perfect combat units. Valkyrie did take some damage there. We got more Hersiers advance way forward, and the Ulfsark. This Ulfsark's still here, and the Asgardian Hill Fort will have another 100 seconds, so he has just straight up abandoned it. Does not have towns that adhere to some Grillin per setting. That one may be a little bit too far away. So the Asgard Bastion will go down at 4-3. Best keep that Valkyrie alive as best she can. Best the blue can. So get some passive healing there. Maybe while these guys are slicing, she can be used to heal while in combat.
Ski pun.
Notice the Valkyrie will effectively go down for free. Decent number of raiding cavalry there. Need some Erdman to engage. Is going for some queues of Erdman. More raiding cavalry on the build queue. Killer Bersetti has been summoned. Very good number of raiding cavalry. No more longhouse in the field. Needs to get another one deployed in the field to get out some spearmans. Or Erdmen. And red may be a little bit low on food, but of course you can always just queue up dwarves. In fact, he has both queues going, so regardless, that means he can just tap into 2 pools of resource. If he doesn't have enough to fill up one queue, he can at least always go for the other queue. The dwarves are digging away, and one dwarf does not go down there. And looks like Friend Relations has been researched. Looks like this player, seeing the amount of raiding cavalry field, I think he went for Friend Relations just because of how much he may be familiar with fighting this player, and hence why he has gotten the anti-cavalry damage for his watchtowers. Friend Relations precisely adds 50% bonus damage versus cavalry and adds 2 maximum range as well as a set of tracking 99, so they have near perfect tracking. Plus 2 range is quite nice, and of course 50% damage versus the cavalry is quite reasonable, especially when it's fighting against cavalry. He's got health regen here, and right now there's not even medium rating cavalry. He may want to queue up medium rating cavalry, seeing how much rating cavalry in the field. Though the medium upgrade provides. Unless these gatherers will go down. I'm trying to see longhouse anywhere. Gatherers go down. Blues running back away. Medium cavalry does cost. Where is the upgrade? Oh, wait, that's the longhouse. I need the Great Hall. Because it provides what? Plus 15, plus 15, so you can mathematically break down when it would be cost effective to actually go for it. Though luckily the health regen is being quite handy. He's using dwarves to pluck up the delicious gazelle, which is not super great. Draugr fire volley there, that is his free Draugr. He finally got sent it into Freyr. Sent it into Freyr. Against Freyr. And there's quite a bit of splash damage here since it does have piercing projectiles. Birdmen now being summoned on the field. Best not go throwing axemen. Throwing axemen are anti-infantry, while there are some throwing axemen in the field. Against raiding cavalry, it's best to go for just Erdmen. All of Sarks wouldn't be a half bad idea. Now the Asgard Bastion will cost 40 favor, which is actually quite feasible very soon. May deploy it over here to protect that flank. But yep, let's see. Medium cavalry provides 10 plus 10, costs 150 resources. So, and each raiding cavalry is 90. So in order to get plus 10 equals 1, it needs to be 10 and then 9, which would be 900. Yeah, he's at large enough numbers where he can get medium cavalry be very, very good. After all, 150 resources, so in order to make it worth its value, you need to get at least 90, so 9, 150 divided by 9, which is 10, 12, 19, I believe, if my offhand math is incorrect. And of course, he has more than 19 on the field. Wait, no. Not 19. It's less than that. Yeah, I can't do all quick math right now. That's when Bastion is mostly built, but its auto build is pretty slow. First, he doesn't throwing axe and trying to engage. He does use some raiding cavalry engage. As part of Bastion, he's trying to quickly take it out, and he will. Yeah, just 16, not 19. That's the proper number. Sorry, doing all math while in middle live streams sounds like a great idea. Generally, rule of thumb you don't want to do. It looks like the raiding captain's falling back. You may want to split off the Herseers on the Olfsark. And there's some Odin mix on infrared now. 7 of them, which are a pretty nice counter. You don't need too many to be a successful counter, since after all, they do provide ×4 damage versus cavalry. Effectively giving them 22 DPS per second, which is very nice. I was like throwing axe and we picked off by the Erdman. Another Valkyrie. He is going for Shield Maiden Valkyrie, so he has gotten the Valkyrie upgrade. We do have the Servants of Glory, gives fast and move speed for his longhouse units, which is actually in this situation very important. This is a watchtower. Oh, what was that? Lag spike. That lag spike was weird. I didn't even drop any frames there, so that was a game game engine lag spike. Not sure what happened there. No, wait, the number is at 16.6, so 17 cavalry. I should really stop trying to do that math. I'm just now second guess myself. 17 or 16.6666, final answer. Cavalry required to make that upgrade cost effective. Going from the watchtower here has good number Erdman. And these guys can hold ground stance. So he took a lot of red did take a lot of whole 3 damage there. So it's time to fall back now, going for a big round of research. Another Asgard and Bastion piece on the field. This one does cost 40 as well. Looks like all future ones just cost simply 40 rather than get increasing costs. Lewis gone for some defense or just basic infrastructure, including 2 armories. And I do have an Age Up by Odin, go for Njord to give access to the Mountain Giant. No, it's actually been a while since I've seen Mountain Giants. Most of the time I see Frost Giants or Battle Boars. Monkeys going down. Or baboons. We got Thundering Hooves being researched now. Very good number of Valkyries here, so any downtime out of combat will instantly heal himself up. Freyr has enough gold to age up. We'll need to get a bit more food, a lot more food. You can always go for Bragi to get Battle Boars or Ager for the Mountain Giants. Blue's not sure way forward. You have Red's first tier getting cleaned on up. And some of the extra going down. The Great Hall is not started being building, so the scaffolding is not visible to Blue. They got some housing there, bit of a home wrecker.
Skipan.
We do now have these cavalry rotating around. Taking some damage there from the town center. Grand Relations does affect them. I heard something die over here as well. I'm not sure what it was. Grand Relations does also affect the Asgardian Bastion, or Asgardian Hill Fort. He also does have watchtowers here as well, so he has a lot of extra defense this region. We do also have the medium cavalry arena giver to get Jarl's extra hit points and give them bonus damage versus myth units. Red's going for Ager. It's also going for some Huskarls. I don't think Huskarls are a good idea. They're a counter-range unit, but the only range units that have to fight are Gobi, which are heroes and more meant for anti-myth unit duty, and the Throwing Axemen, which are also will counter Huskarls. They'll counter each other, and I put a bit more weight into Throwing Axemen in that situation. Huskarls do have high range armor, the problem is Throwing Axemen do melee damage. Blue's also come for short this free mountain giant without the mobile siege weapon. I noticed that Red also got him for a shield upgrade, which is actually not a good idea. He's not fighting against any range damage here, so they have to go for any shield upgrade. Walking Woods have been summoned, which I believe are do bonus damage versus structure, or do they have good crush damage? Walking Woods are advancing with the portable battering ram. A good number of shield maidens here. And here comes the Frost. And he's providing some fire support or ice support. Got some Throwing Axemen there hitting the Mount Giant. He needs his hero seer to hit that.
Yo!
The number of Valkyries over here. Here comes the Rock Giant. It too acts as a siege weapon, but attacks far slower than the Mountain Giant. It's also far more durable and meant for anti-very support. Shield Maidens will be going down. She needs to start backing those off. Or he. And Blue's starting to fall back there. Right now, Red does have a larger army field, has a higher quality army, but only by a small margin, and there's still a decent number of watchtowers in the field, so Red's been very aggressive with those watchtowers. Not necessarily aggressive, but sort of. Red's going for some various research, including the Feats of Renown, bowling oil, bronze weapons, and ballistics. Blue's also going for crown relations and bowling oil. Oh, so Blue is actually out of food as well. He has only 8 villagers on food, which appear to be farms. Valkyries and floating battering rams now engaging this town center, who has a bit of a garrison of some sort. The Rock Giant has been summoned. The town center has gone down. Villagers going to be shaking the portable rams. Villagers do bonus damage versus siege weapons. He also has some Ox carts near the town center as well, so he has a drop-off point for those farms. He can still recrew. And he's going to get some units to rebuild that town center. Blue's trying to fall back now. We do have another Asgardian Bastion being summoned right here. Take another 90 seconds. It does go faster as the ages progress. Blue's going for a bronze shield as well. With the amount of defenses that Blue's fighting against, actually it's not a bad idea to go for a shield. Though it's still not as important. Just best go for the other upgrades first. Reaction being picked apart by Blue's forces. Rock Giant smashing the portable ram. Res established more towns. I just have 205 population versus 205 maximum population.
Tilbuin. Skipan.
More Asgardian Hill Force have been established. Woodman and Huskarl's game picked off there. This of course piece for now, just give him some health regen as well as some basic food trickle. So going for excess hill force is not necessarily a bad thing, but it will take a bit of time to recover a profit if you're trying to go to for a trickle.
Yo.
Res pushing forward or counterattacking with a decent sized force. Good number of throwing Axe and Gobi on the field for Blue. Using the sound that Age of Giant, release Gobi. Portable batterings will take too much full damage from those throwing Axemen. Those Perseus and Odin for 4 get picked up by the Gobi. Takes out that hill fort as well. Good enough battery rounds push forward for red. Reaction gains some damage here. We do have now the portable battery ram falling back to a bit of damage here, but the Huskarl or the Jarl gains some damage from these forces. Does have time to multiplier versus myth units, but doesn't have a bonus damage versus range units like most cavalry. There's the portable battery rams engaging the villagers. Going for some more Draugrs. Don't know if that's a good idea versus all of these Godi. They're also not Revenant Yard Draugrs. Okay, that's been established somewhere up. I don't know. That's probably just meant for basic training, not for training ox caravans. And now Red's aging up to Vidar. Give access to Fafnir and the Inferno. Odin is not stuck to age up just yet. Has, I think, enough gold to age up. Needs a lot more food though. That's a bigger problem by time. And that's probably a little bit too much wood as well. Council is engaging, trying to get these villagers on the far side, engage these portable battery rams. The villagers trying to perk up the town center now. I've got villagers in Retold Can repair structures, unlike in Gold Edition. Don't think they can repair in Gold Edition. And now Blue has queued up Baldur, give access to the Fire Giants and to the Ragnarok. Blue does have maxed out villagers, so if you were to get some Ox Caravans, he won't be a complete dead still if he goes for Ragnarok. Of course, needs a lot more food. He actually has consumed his gold, has still a massive wood reserve though. Jarls gains good damage on Red's villagers, among everything. There's a decent amount of defenses here, so Blue can't push too far forward. He's going to be killed off by the attrition damage by all of these fortresses, or hill forts. And Red is now aged up, has access to the Inferno ability, as well as to the Apophonir. And his Vidar is... There's the Inferno. There it is. Blast of good number of villagers there. There's a Apophonir. This Vidar is also, of course, a Egyptian god and not the self-about halter you can find in War Thunder. Which actually is just the South Korean K9 imported to Sweden. A lot of research and a lot of units queued on for Red, including a Ballista. Biggest problem is population. Blue has not started to age up, needs a lot more food, primarily. Though extra gold will not hurt. He can always sell off 2,000 wood. He also going for some Ox Caravans. That's what the market is. He can always do better. Being Bastion being summoned by Red, just right there. Red will break down this wall there. Fafnir has been slain by the Great Jarls. They did have, of course, at times 2 damage against myth units. Also did give him 300 gold, so he has plenty of gold to age up, so more food. He has only 14 villagers there. He has over 3,000 food. He needs to spend it on farms or something. Those Huskarls and Olsarks are getting picked off there. Ballista Trick War gives them damage on various structures. Blue may abandon that gold deposit entirely. There's nope, no more gold deposit there. There's a gold deposit here, which Blue does have scouted out, but he needs to find another gold deposit. This could be another possibility. He's trying to go for Hill Fort here. But Blue's forces do get cleaned up there. And that does go down. We do have pilot guards being queued on up, giving human soldiers plus 10% hit points, and of course give them anti-hero damage. Rock Giant now advancing. And that Valkyrie does a pretty good volley there. These are Revenant Joggers now. Ah, they have ×4 multiplier against structures. Do they always have that? Oh, they're affected by burning pitch. Huh. I didn't see anything with, I guess it must be something specific that allows joggers to be upgraded by burning pitch. Apparently they are. Did not know that. Blue nowhere has nearest have enough gold nor food to age on up. And we've got a good number of these villagers not being picked off by these throwing axemen. Blue's also having trouble remaxing, running low on gold, pretty low on food, and gonna be too much wood at the moment. That's Charles. He consumed wood and gold. And maybe one reason why he went for them rather than gold before he can cost food, because there's too much wood. Red's now obtaining a forward town center. Some fireball there, and looks like Blue does go ahead and back of the game. This Angrade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.